What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Nurse Lopez, and in this video we will be talking about the differences between the ADN and the BSN degree program. So if you're interested in hearing about that, then keep on watching this video, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So for starters, more than likely, if you're watching this video or you have came across this or somebody sent it to you, you are in the process of looking into nursing programs and you'll come across the ADN or the BSN and you're trying to figure out which one is better for you. So hopefully by the end of this video, I can shine a little bit of extra light on both of the nursing programs to help you better figure out which program is best for you. So I want to start off by saying what the two programs are. So the ADN is the associate degree of nursing, and then the BSN, like everybody knows, is your bachelor's degree in nursing. So both of them you take the NCLEX RN for. So you know how it's an NCLEX PN, then it's an NCLEX RN. So you're still going to be a RN after you take the test for both of the degree plans. Now, in this video, I will talk about a lot of the differences, but some things will also be a lot of similarities. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So for one, ASN, when I first started college and just knew that nursing was what I wanted to do, I used to think that ASN or ADN, whichever, you probably seen them both ways, was a community college degree, but it definitely is not. If you look it up, it's hundreds of colleges that offer this degree. Now, every college does not offer it. Like my sister's college that she's starting in the fall, they do not offer the ADN nursing program, but my school does. So don't not choose the ADN or the ASN route just because you think, oh, okay, I wanted to go to a four-year university, but it's just a community college degree, because it's not. And a lot of people are really confused about that. Even like nursing students, they think that it's just a community college degree. Now you can get it at a community college, but that is not the only way that you have to do, because I wanted to go to a four-year university and I wanted to do a nursing program, and it just worked out that that was the program that I could do. Another thing that I want to make big, especially since I've been working, like I've started working in my healthcare facility, I want to say that the degrees really don't matter. Like as long as you have taken that NCLEX and you're a registered nurse or you're a PN or whatever you take, but specifically for this video, a RN, since that is what you take for both of them, like that's all that matters in the hospital. Nobody comes up to you and asks, are you the ADN nurse? Are you the BSN nurse? And by that comment, I do not want to take any credit away for anybody who started off with the BSN program at all, because shout out to y'all. But it's just, for me, the ADN is the program that best fit for me. But I'm being serious. When you're at the hospital, all they matter is that you're a registered nurse and you're the nurse of the patient. So keep that in mind. I do also want to add to that by saying that even though that they don't refer to you by that, you will find out a lot about the degree plans that your coworkers did as well. So like my preceptor, I found out he did the ADN program, and he is going to be doing the RN the BSN program in the fall as well, and so did another coworker that I work with. So you'll really be surprised when you start working wherever it is, how many people actually did not get their BSN first. And a lot of people don't care. Some people won't even like plan ahead to get their BSN. They just plan to stay with their ADN and keep on working as a nurse, or get like certifications or whatnot if they thinking about like going up in their career or in their company or whatnot. So let's go ahead and start getting into the main differences. So for one big main difference that you'll probably heard or you probably read about is the length of each program. So BSN programs can range from 4 to 5 years, mostly 4 years, and then ADN programs can last anywhere from 2 to 3 years. I want to say that when you see people say that the ADN lasts 2 years, I want to say that they're talking about at community colleges, because at my 4-year university where I did my ADN program, it was 3 years. So 2 years of nursing school and 1 year of prereq. And also the BSN at my school is 2 years prereq and 2 years nursing school. So that is where the 3 and the 4 come in. Now some people don't count prereqs, but if that's the case, then it's 2 and 2. So that is one of the big advantages to doing the ADN program, especially if you start off as early as you can apply for the program, then you will get your RN, or you'll graduate from the nursing program faster than you would have if you went the BSN route. And also, with that being said, if you do plan to further your career and go into a BSN program, if you start out as early like I did, I applied for my program in the 2nd semester of my freshman year, and I started my program my sophomore year fall semester. So I graduated as a junior, which then leaves, which next year will be technically my senior year, leaves that year open for me to do my RN to BSN. So basically, I'm getting my BSN at the same time as another person in my graduating original year will be getting theirs if they applied to their bachelor's program in the spring of their sophomore semester. So really, for me, especially with me having started as early as I did, or on time, it really doesn't matter. It's not really a difference between the two. And also, with you graduating early, it also helps because while you're getting your RN to BSN and you're taking your NCLEX RN, now you're working with an RN income as you're going back to school. And RN to BSN programs are online. Another thing I've heard, as I watched people's videos and I've read and everything, is this debate on if ADN is even still a good degree. And in my case, I have never had, so far, I don't feel like I've had any problems based on companies overlooking me for BSN applicants or anything, or maybe they just didn't say it compared to them saying it to other people. But I've heard some people say, and it depends on the state for sure and the facility that you want to go into, but some places will look over you with an ADN degree for a person with BSN degree. And I will talk about it a little bit later about the curriculum difference, and it makes sense, but at the same time, the same skills as a BSN nurse. It's just you had a little bit less scientific and research stuff. So you can't be pushed into a charge nurse position or a manager position. So maybe that's why people look at BSNs over the ADNs, but I've never necessarily had that problem, and maybe you won't ever either. So don't think that in your head either when you're thinking about which program you should do. And also, if you do have a facility in mind that you want to work for, I know in Texas there are a lot of big facilities, nice facilities that you can work at, hospitals and stuff, in their little medical department or unit thing that they got going on. You can call them or ask people who work there what degrees do they prefer. So then with that being said, you can go into that program rather than just jumping into an ADN program if the hospital that you want to work for prefer BSN. And also, I want to add that now that I've gone through the interview processes and started working, while you're in school, for anybody who's watching this that is still in school or starting school soon, get yourself into a PCT position, or your license to be a CNA, or anything that can thicken your resume, because I do feel like that is helpful. I never did any externships, internships, or became a CNA or anything, because I personally couldn't work during school, and I just had already jobs that I had previously worked, that I worked in the summer, and it just didn't make no sense with me graduating like so soon. But I would definitely encourage you to do stuff in the medical or the health field that can help you look better, like let them look a second time at you when they're doing the application process. So another big thing is pricing of school. So for ADN, it is cheaper than the BSN program because you take less classes through the ADN route than you do for the BSN route. And for example, I'm going to say in my school, we had 1 8-credit class compared to BSN having like 4 or 5 3-credit classes. And if you look at that, that's like 8 to 15 or what, 8 to like 12. And that's, so it's definitely a difference between tuition. And also when I read about it like online and everything, the salaries, they show that it's a difference, but I don't really, like with me working in the field, and maybe it's just my facility, I don't think there is really a pay difference. Now, I will say that there's a pay difference between positions in the hospital. So like what I make as a regular RN compared to like what a clinical coordinator makes, I just found out the clinical coordinators make $5 more, but I don't think you have to have a BSN for that position. But say like on a regular floor, more than likely the charge nurse makes more than a regular registered nurse, or the nurse manager makes more than a registered nurse, and those are the type of positions that you would need a BSN for. So that is what I mean. But if you look online, some places will tell you that it's like a $20,000 difference, and I personally can't really speak on that because I don't really see that, but I've also just started working, so I'm not sure. But I did want to put that in this video because maybe some other people have seen it, and you can ask about that for other people who did do the ADN and the BSN route and compare them. And then I think the last thing I want to talk about is curriculum. So like I said earlier, BSN does more research and scientific classes and management classes, which is what makes them in line first for furthering their career. So like as the ADN nurse, as I said, you can't do anything in education. Like you can't become a nursing instructor or anything until you get your BSN. You can't be a manager, you can't be an administrator with an ADN. And with travel nursing, it may be different depending on the agency, but you can work with as travel nursing with an ADN. You would just have to find one that allows you to do that. But if you're looking into like furthering your career, like becoming a nurse practitioner or anything like high up like that, then like a nurse anesthesiologist, a lot of people I've seen like want to do that. If you want to do that, then you will have to eventually get your BSN, but you can start off with your ADN just so you can start working with an RN income instead of like these jobs that's paying $12 an hour. Because baby, when you get your nurse pay, that's like a third of what you're making as a nurse. But I'm not talking down or nothing, because my second job is like a regular like $12, $11 job, but it's just like to pay for gas and stuff. But yeah, so I do plan to get my BSN. As I said earlier, I plan to take my RN to BSN year this next fall and to become a nurse practitioner. So you can start off still with the ADN to do that. You just may have to do more schooling after you graduate the first time. And I know for a lot of people it is hard to like graduate and then start working and then go back to school. So if you are not that type of person who can do that and still just have that mindset in your head that that's what you want to do, then BSN route may be the best one for you. But I would still look into the ADN program, because I feel like anything that's making you that type of money that fast and let you graduate that fast is better. But also, if you want to be at like college longer, then BSN may also be the best choice for you, because you get an extra year on the yard or on your campus before you start nursing school. I do think that's everything that I want us to talk about in this video, and if you feel like I left anything out, or you want me to clarify some things or even touch on a few more things for you, don't forget to comment on this video. And also my Instagram name will be at the end of this video, so you can DM me on there as well, and I will definitely get back to you. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button if you feel like this video was very helpful for you. I'm sorry that I did wait to put this video out, but I've been really busy. So that is the end of this video, and I appreciate all of y'all making it to the end, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all. Actually, I want to add that there is no wrong choice. Everybody's decision is different. Everybody's situation, life is different. So depending on like how your life and everything is set up, then your decision would definitely be different than mine, and my decision would definitely be different than the next person's. But it doesn't matter. Just take into consideration everything that I said in this video, and I promise everything should just line up for you. But definitely do your own research, because I did talk about mainly everything that you will see, but maybe you didn't understand something that I can't explain to you. Just go ahead and look it up. Everything is on Google, and even some stuff is on YouTube, but this is not a big topic on YouTube. So I still hope that I really helped you. But yeah, bye y'all.